Hello dear students, welcome back to the Pharma Learning channel. Today I brought with another new video. This video highlights how you are going to solve the various mathematical problems or the numerical related with the stoichiometry into the pharmacy field. So now let's try to understand the details for this one. But before that, for any tutoring or the coaching need of any of the subject and any of the topic related to pharmaceutics and the pharmaceutical technology, you please feel free to contact on pharmalearning@gmail.com at any time. Now let's try to understand first the meaning of the word stoichiometry. So if you are looking at the word stoichiometry, then the stoichiometry is basically made of the two words. That's a stoichion, that's the meaning of the word element or the atom. The element or the atom generally considered as the lowest unit of any of the substance. And as we are knowing that the atom or the element is consists of the three things, that's a proton and the neutron, which are present in the center while surrounded by the electron. And the second one, that's called the matron, means measurement. So I can tell that this is a basically branch of chemistry will deal with the measurement of the atom or the element. Now how it is going to work out? So it basically deals with the applications of the law of the definite proportions, means if any chemical reaction is going on into which, let's say, A and the B react to give the product C plus D. So if you want to find out what is the amount of A and B reacted and what is the amount of the C and D is going to be produced at a particular time, then we are going to use this stoichiometry. So basically this is giving us a relationship between, what I can say, it is giving the relationship, that's it's giving the basically the quantitative relationship. It gives the quantitative relationship between the, that is the constituents of an substance. So it is a quantitative relationship between the constituents of a chemical function, and also give the constituent between this, that's a chemical reaction when the two or more substances are involved in process and which may lead to the physical or chemical change. So basically this is the branch which will deal with the quantitative determination of various reactants and the products along with the chemical reaction. Now let's try to understand what the meaning of the word conservation of mass of the energy. See, the conservation of mass of the energy is supposed to be followed if the total amount of the mass or the energy which is going to remain constant at the start and at the end of the process. So what it means, as for example, we started the process and whatever the x amount of that mass or the energy is going to be there. So once the process is over, so if it is left or with the x amount of the mass of the energy, then it is called as that reaction follows the conservation of the mass of the energy. Another thing is that yes, in the world, never the mass or energy going to be destroyed or created, but it is going to be converted from the one form to the another form. So these are the three way to looking at the conservation of mass or the energy. Now, what is important in stoichiometry? The stoichiometry basically used to predict the mass of a product of a chemical reaction if the starting mass of the reactants are known to us. Yes, second, it's going to predict the volume of a gas which is produced by the reaction. So it is again a product. Okay, if we are knowing the starting amount of the reactant, yes, we will also able to determine the optimal ratio of the reactant for a chemical reaction so that all the chemical reactions are fully used. So what I can say that if we want to go for the quantitative aspect related to reactant, product or the chemical reaction entirely, then we are using the stoichiometry. So stoichiometry gives the ability to tie together learning about the chemical reaction formulas of the compound, mole calculations and the conversion. In the case of stoichiometry, the most widely used the basic concept that is known as a tie or the key substance. Now what is the meaning of that one? So for any of the chemical reaction, first try to find out the tie or the key substance and take that tie or the key substance as a basis. Now what is the tie or the key substance? It is a substance that go directly from the input to the output stream without any chemical change. Okay, so that substance remain unchanged throughout the chemical process. So it is basically useful in solving the problem. So let's take the example of anything we related to like a weight paper, weight air, or the moist air or the moist paper. Then basically consists of the dry paper or the dryer plus the moisture or the water vapor will be there. So now what will happen during the process? We can find either the amount of the moisture is going to be increased or the decreased. But what is going to happen? The quantity of the dry paper remain constant. So what is the amount of the dry paper entering the system? The same amount of the dry paper is leaving the system unchanged. There will not be any change in the quantity or chemically, that what you can say, that is the amount of that dry paper or the dry air. So in this case we can take the dry air as a key substance or the tie substance, and which should be used as a basis for this one. So this is going to be take the basis, and always we are going to take the basis as you are knowing in the denominator, and we are taking either the kilogram, pound or the gram of that dry substance as a unit, and on the basis of this we are finding out or doing all the calculations related to the chemical reaction. So into this video I try to highlight the key or the tie substance which is very important to know the reactants, product, their masses, their proportions to be involved in the chemical reaction, and try to understand the entire chemical reaction by this way. So if you like my video, please give a like to this video and please subscribe to my pharma learning channel for the more upcoming videos on the various topics related to pharmacy. Thank you.